Hello. What is going on, Traditions? The last place I ever expected to do comedy. It's not that I think Traditions is humorless. There's humor everywhere. Am I right? How you guys doing tonight? You guys excited? Here for a good cause. We got some great music tonight. We got some decent comedy, hopefully. Yeah? Are any of you guys in here Republicans? Because you're not gonna like this joke. Well, you might. I don't know. I think it's fair. You guys watched the last Republican debate at all? Yeah? You hear what Rick Santorum said? Here's the thing is I do comedy. My name's Sam Miller. I do comedy a lot, okay? I do a lot of comedy. And it's hard sometimes to talk. And it's hard sometimes to put the words in the right order. And Rick Santorum made a mistake. Rick Santorum was trying to humanize himself to the audience, which is something that I often do. And what you do is you say something about your kids, right? And what he wanted to say was that he had a disabled son and that he'd been through a lot of struggles. He also wanted to say that he was tough on ISIS, but he said them both at the same time. So what he actually said, he's like, hey, I've looked evil in the eyes, I have a disabled son. That's what he said. I know that's not what he meant. What he meant to say is that my son is disabled and I'm gonna be tough on ISIS. People lost their minds when he did that. You know that? People lost their minds. They're on Facebook. That's messed up. Disabled people aren't evil. Disabled people can't be evil. You know, I think that's messed up. I think disabled people can be whatever they want to be. If a disabled person wants to be evil, they can be evil. Just because, never mind. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You guys excited about tonight? All right, that's what I like to hear. Let me see what else is going on. I got two kids. One of them's on purpose, which is pretty cool. I used to be crazy back in the day. You might have noticed these tattoos and stuff like that. I earned them. I earned my dumb tattoos. And that's not even the dumbest thing I did. I got a tattoo on my stomach that says, "Let's dance." I'm not gonna show you it, because this is not that kind of show. I'm not gonna show anybody any tattoos. Yeah, it was gnarly. I never thought, how many of you guys in here got kids? Raise your hand if you got kids. How many of you guys got on purpose kids? Keep them up. Wow, hey. Most crowds I'm in front of, the ratio is much different. You guys really got your ish together, man. You know what's cool about having an on-purpose kid and a not-on-purpose kid? Is you can kind of hold that above them. Like, I don't tell them which one is which. But I can do that at any moment. It's very exciting. And to be honest, I'm going to be really honest with you guys. Like, the on-purpose kid was just so the accident kid wouldn't be all weird. You know what I mean? You guys know any only children? How many in here are only childs, man? Uh-oh. I bet you're into some weird stuff, ain't you? What kind of hobbies do you have?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Is it like rocks or something? Are you a geologist?
Close.
What is it?
Environment.
Oh, what about the environment?
It's going down.
It's a big environment. You gotta focus on something or you'll be all over the place. In a way, everything's the environment, right? Whoa, I'm tripping myself out. You guys excited for a great night? For a great cause? Are you guys ready for your first act tonight? All right, we have something really special for you guys. A 16 and a 17-year-old that are doing their first ever performance right here for you guys right now. I want you guys to give it up right now. Put your hands together for Tim and Silas.
For the first time in a long time, for a long while, I feel like I'm not in denial. I can rap, yeah, I can freestyle, y'all can be that, but meanwhile, I'm enjoying myself. I don't need need help, but I'm expressing like a show and tell. Feel better than I've ever felt. Smile on my face with 2 thumbs up. Is this happiness or just dumb luck? Me and you together we're stuck, but I'm still in the same rut. Same problems, same issues, I solved them, no tissues. My anthem is in music, any music, express emotion through it. Bit off a big piece of music, help you chew it, turn it into fluid, easier to swallow than tomorrow. No time for sorrow, I don't have money you can borrow, but I have life advice. Be yourself and try to think about tonight.
Cause this is my anthem, you but I'm gonna enjoy cause my influence expansion. Remember the days just rapping with my brother. Then we made waves, I never thought we'd get this far. We put a lot of money, time into this music, all the time rapping over simple acoustics. Even though I started making music for the people, I find it to be overall therapeutic. Just sit and vibe out to the sound, and thank y'all, it's about time we've been crowned. After this long journey, I think we found that me and Silas are absolutely starbound. I'd like to thank my family and friends. We couldn't do this without them. I invite you all to sit down and listen to my anthem, yeah.
I wanna live for the feelings, and all hurt comes a little healing. So tall, I can touch the ceiling. I wanna thank God, that's why I'm kneeling. My heart is pumping curiosity throughout my veins. It's a coping mechanism that works to ease the pain. This is my anthem, this is my reign. I like a wild style, so I'm staying tame, but in control. When I'm stuck in this hole, I use this anthem as my flagpole to climb out, shake off the mold that's been going on me for years. Not just a couple of months here. I feel thoughts pouring out like tears, shug away these things that I label fears. My anthem helps me in many different ways, on a lot of different days when I'm feeling crazed or in a rage. It calms me down when I'm walking around my home. My anthem's gonna help me get the crown. Thank you. Talking about progression, learning life lessons. Call this song my therapy session. This life is really a blessing. I'm feeling good right now, like I have a crown. Stand here in my hometown. I love hearing the beautiful sounds. The people, the streets. I can never be defeated with my family around me. Anyone can be whatever they wanna be. Having a good time, go to old school pizza, a Vicks, grab myself a slice. Feel like I'm in the spotlight, soaring high like a kite. Come to the distance and have a bite. It really is healthy to just relax, lay back, take life slowly like it's being faxed right to your front door. Need I say any more? Let's all take a flow. Out last to say good night and hello. As we move forward in this life, there will be a lot of pain and strife, but in all progress there is a lesson. That's why you gotta keep on progressing.
In my life, I've learned a lot of lessons. I gotta keep pushing on my progression. I know that this life we live is a blessing, so I don't even acknowledge all that aggression. Me and Silas have found spin. But Trust me, man, we know what we are doing. We got this crazy dream that we are pursuing. We sit in his bedroom next to the mic stand. Got my phone to the right and a rock star in my other hand. Plotting on how we can complete our master plan. Cause people don't know us like we are named Batman. When it comes to music, you gotta find your own way in. Nowadays, I make music with the largest screen. Cause the game is fun, so don't let us in. I know there's no stopping our progression.
As we move forward in this life, there will be a lot of pain and strife. But in all progress, there is a lesson. That's why you gotta keep on progressing.
Now we can toss a verse back and forth all day long. I want y'all to understand the song. I'm just most hoping our music will touch your heart. Thanks to all the people who've been since I saw. Honestly, without you, I don't know if I would've made it through. It's always been us two, a two-man crew. But with the support of everyone else, I know my story never be a dusty bucket on the shelf. That's a beautiful part. Every single person here can express their own art if you really wanted to. Do what you gotta do. Thank you. Shout out to our mom who set up this event. Everyone, people Lee and Dad's Townsend, the prayers and all that, and you're going to see a lot of good people tonight, so thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having us out here.
Give it up! Wow! That was awesome. I tried to rap when I was younger, and nobody liked me. You know, nobody's ever liked me. Yeah, isn't that sad? Isn't that sad? You guys want to know something crazy? I used to be homeless. Now, when I say that, I know this is going to get a little bit dark for me. When I say that, what I want you guys to do is go, how homeless were you? But wait, I got to do it again. You guys ready? I used to be homeless. I didn't have any place to live. Dang, I thought that was funnier than that. Sometimes people laugh at that. That lady back there, she's like, that's not funny. I've heard funny, and that's not funny, man. I was actually homeless. I've been married. I've been sober 7 years. Can you believe that? Yeah. No nothing. No glue. No. I've used glue to glue things. Did you know glue glues stuff? Yeah. It's not just for sniffing. It does stuff. No, I was homeless when I met my wife. I didn't tell her that. She didn't know. She didn't know that she just met a homeless dude. But she just thought she met a charming man. A charming free spirit is what she thought she met. She figured it out though. She figured it out. I didn't mean for it to be like that. You know, the first time I went over to her house, I asked if I could take a shower, you know, because I thought that we were gonna, you know, and we did, but I also just really needed a shower. Sometimes she gets on me a little bit, you know. She'll be like, Sam, you're not homeless anymore, and I'll be like, yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're like the social worker with the worst boundaries ever. You're not supposed to marry your clients, man. That's what happened to me. No, but like I said, I'm doing good, man. My kids, I got a 2-year-old. How many of you guys got young kids in here, man? I got a 2-year-old. Oh, there is a young kid over there. Holy moly. I got lots of jokes about Dora, too. I forgot them, though. That's too bad. No, I got a young kid. Here's something about me I want to let you guys know. I hate bananas. You know who loves bananas? My kids. They love them. They love them. Here's another thing about me. I'm incredibly lazy. I found a banana on my couch the other day. You know what I did? Instead of getting up and throw it away, I was like, I'm just going to take one for my team. And I ate it. It was disgusting. I hate bananas. I realized like that's how lazy I am. I will eat food instead of getting up, which means that I think my mouth is a garbage can. And here's the problem, right? If I get lazier, what am I capable of eating? A scrap of paper? I could eat a battery. I could die. That'd be really bad. No, my 2-year-old man, he tries to boss me around. He's like, go get me some water now. And I'm like, you can't tell me what to do. Your nipples are too small. My kid, man, my 2-year-old, he's got the tiniest nipples. You ever seen a 2-year-old's nipples? You can't tell me what to do with nipples like that. Your nipples have to be bigger than a pea to tell me what to do. That's just logical. Bigger than a pea? Bigger than a pea? I was about to ask you how big your nipples were, but then I stopped myself. But then I did it anyway. Dang it, I broke a comedy rule. How you guys doing? You guys all set up?
We're doing good.
This is great, man. You guys all here? Where's Lee Townsend's family? There they are. Hey, thank you guys for coming up. Give it up for Lee Townsend's family, man. So you guys know this is a fundraiser for Lee Townsend. He's done a lot of great stuff for a lot of great people. And if you have any donations at all, you're gonna want to go see Sandra over there. Are you guys ready to go?
Yeah, kind of.
You think so?
We'll make it up.
You're sort of ready? All the way ready? You need this mic though, huh? But I got it. I had to tell one more joke. You know what else? You know what else my kids like? They think, here's the thing, I'm really bad at math, all right? I went to Timberline, and it was rough. Well, I wouldn't say I went to Timberline. I went close to it. I got on the bus, I just didn't make it there. My kids think it's so cool that I can count to 100. Here's the secret, it's actually really easy. It's like the most basic math at all. But I'm a showman, so I make a show out of it, right? So I start counting, I'm like 1, 2, simple enough, right? By the time I hit 80, I start still, and I go, 80, 81, and my kids are like, Daddy, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna count to 100? I'm like, I'm gonna try, kids, I think so. 98, and then I go, oh no, I forgot. It comes after. 99, they're like, woo, and then I'm like, oh crap, I'm slipping, 98. Then I'll start going backwards for a while. They're like, oh Daddy, get up, get up. And then I'll pretend that like science and physics broke down and that numbers aren't really a thing that matter, which they aren't, I don't think. But then I pick up 99, 100, and then they lose it. And they think I'm really smart, and then I have to do it again. Because I do let people with nipples that small tell me what to do. That's my way. Okay, here. So coming up next, we have 3 well-traveled musicians that found their way to Pacific Northwest where they put their vocal, instrumental, and songwriting talents together to reinvent folk rock for the 21st century. Please welcome Toby, Chris, and Matt, the Outlanders.
Okay, give it up for Sam. Sam Miller. Thank you. It is truly a pleasure for us to be here tonight. How many people saw the Facebook video the other day with ringing the bell? Was that a magic moment or what? I think Lee, yeah, give Lee a hand. He's been through a lot. And I don't know if he's going to make it here tonight, but he's not going to make it. So we just have to make the energy strong enough that it makes all the way to his house. And just to help us, we've got Corey Leopardi up there who's going to videotape this whole event and get that so that Lee gets a chance to see it even though he can't be here. He has been through a lot. How many cancer survivors do we have? I'm one myself. How many other people? Just a couple. Wow. You're a lucky group, let me tell you. There's a lot of people who have been through this one way or another and came out the other side. And it's a great feeling to feel like, you can beat this thing, and when you can do that, you can do anything. And so, we're really looking forward to getting Lee back in the community, out there, getting community values and really making this happen. So thank you so much for coming out tonight on behalf of Lee and the family, and I don't know, maybe we can actually get them up to say something a bit later, but maybe not. Babs is looking at me like, I don't think so. But I think it is important to realize that the community is tremendously important, but nobody has been more important for Lee than Babs and Diamond and the family, and who have gone through this with him and held him up and held him strong. And made it possible for him to get where he is today. So, big hand, please, for the Townsend.
Love you, Babs.
So we are the Outlanders, and I don't know how many people have heard us before. Oh, see how famous we are.
Hey.
So we occasionally gig around the town, and I think the last place we were is Top Rung Brewery. It's probably our favorite venue. We play there fairly regularly. If you don't know Top Rung, let me put a shameless plug in for them. They're up on Hogan Bay Road. It's a brewery run by a bunch of firefighters, and so not only are they out there putting out fires, and we actually get to see them do that while we were having a gig one night, but also they make some of the best beer in the South Sound. So if you haven't been there, go down and have a pint. And so we're going to do some songs. I'm Chris Lee, this is Toby Dubes, and Matt Service. The three of us have been together for about a year. And I don't know, we've all done a lot of different kinds of music in our lives, a lot of rock and roll, a lot of this, that, and the other thing. And somehow we came together and decided that maybe something a little bit more gentle, shall we say.
Older.
Old, yeah, for us old folk. So, for the young people, just hang in there, okay? We'll do our best. For everybody else, it's really nice, I'll tell you, to have an audience as opposed to a bunch of people who are having a drink. So, thanks for looking at us. Makes us feel good. So, this is a song called Heart Like a Wheel. It's by a couple of girls, Kate and Anna McGarrigle, who nobody's ever heard of, except us.
Some say a heart is just like a wheel. When you bend it, you can't mend it. And my love for you is like a sinking ship. My heart is on that ship out in mid-ocean. They say that death is a tragedy. It comes once and it's over. But my only wish is for that deep dark abyss. 'Cause what's the point of living with no true love? When harm is done, no love can be won. I know it happens frequently. What I can't understand, oh please God hold my hand, is why it should have happened to me. And it's only love, and it's only love that can wreck a human being and turn him inside out. That can wreck a human being and turn him inside out. Some say a heart is just like a wheel. When you bend it, you can't mend it. And my love for you is like a sinking ship. My heart is on that ship out in mid-ocean. And it's only love, 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 and it's only love.
Thank you. This is one of mine. So we're kind of traditional and original, and we try and get a mix in there so that we don't break all the copyright rules.
So BMI doesn't come after us.
It's a theory. They still do. This is not going to work.
I'll just take this opportunity to say thank you so much to Sandy at the door for putting all this together for Lee and Babs Townsend. And it's a fundraiser, and it's so nice to see everybody here because that means all of that support is going to Lee and Babs. So thanks again for showing up, everybody. And thank you, Sandy.
And if you're wondering why it is that I know everybody else's lyrics but not my own, what can I say? I've been singing their stuff for 1,000 years, and my stuff not so long. Feeling uncertain, not sure where to go, not sure if you're ready, not sure if you know how to run without falling, how to see without pain, how to keep yourself safe from the wind and the rain. Afraid of the future, afraid of the past. You can't stay in the present, it's moving too fast. The storm clouds are brewing and the river's in flood. There's fear on the wind, but there's fire in the blood. Morning is broken, now the road is revealed. It's time to be moving, your wounds are all healed. You've taken your leisure, stepped out from the fray. No more time for reflection, today is the day. Don't hold your horses, now's not the time to think of the dangers, to search for the rhyme. The storm clouds are brewing and the river's in flood. There's smoke on the wind, but there's fire in the blood. I know you've been waiting for some kind of sign. You know you're not ready to step over the line. You're getting your courage and your ducks in a row. You're looking for omens, getting ready to go. Kick over the traces, let go of the reins. Now the chains are all broken, there's no tie that remains. The storm clouds are brewing and the river's in flood. There's fire on the wind, and there's fire,
Fire, fire in the blood.
Thank you.
You might have heard this song. We did swipe it from some pop music.
This is our tribute to the 21st century. There's not much music we like in the 21st century, but this is one we do. So.
I heard that you're settled down, that you found a girl and you're married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Guess she gave you things I didn't give to you. Old friend, why are you so shy? Ain't like you to hold back or hide from the light. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. Hope you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forgive me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. You know how time flies. Only yesterday it was the time of our lives, and we were born and raised in a summer haze, bound by the surprise of our glory days. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I couldn't stay away, I couldn't fight it. I hope you'd see my face and that you'd be reminded that for me it isn't over. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. And nothing compares, no worries or cares, regrets and mistakes, there are memories made, and who would have known how bittersweet this would taste. Never mind, I'll find someone like you. I wish nothing but the best for you too. Don't forget me, I beg. I remember you said sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Toby Dewey.
Yeah.
Thank you. Love doing this where there's no light. I can read. Sure.
And this nice giant
No problem.
stage.
Yes, I know. That's fantastic.
Okay, we have another original Chris Lee.
Uh-oh. Really?
Peace, yes we do.
So we do. And as my wife is here in the room, I have to do this little thing that says, this is not about me and it's not about her, okay? Just so you know. Is this game too?
It's called Can You Hear Me?
It is. Can you hear me at the back? Thanks again for coming. The people who just came in, thanks for joining us. We are the Outlanders, and we're here tonight
Good luck,
to celebrate the recovery and return to health of Lee Townsend, wonderful friend of ours, and just a great guy all around. So again, the camera's on. Say hi to Lee. Hi, Lee. Thank you. Another morning, another day, another waiting for something to say, another feeling that just won't go away. Can you hear me? I've been thinking I should find a new way, meet my habits and my fiend demons at bay. It's just a feeling I know going to stay. Can you hear me? Once you found a place in my heart, once life could never keep us apart. We found the ending had been lost from the start. I'm building boats to take me far from the shore. I'm burning bridges and I'm closing the door. I'm breaking A cause I can't take anymore. Can you hear me? Now you're not there, I'm feeling lost and alone. There's still a house, but it's no longer a home. It's full of memories that I've never known. Can you hear me? I left the past behind me, but still it was bound to find me. I keep on running again and again. Can you hear me? My bags are packed and fitting ready to go. I'm only waiting for this feeling to grow. My feet are dragging through the mud and the snow. Can you hear me? The sun is setting, it's too late to set out. I turn my eyes towards the fear and the doubt. I know you don't know what I'm talking about. Can you hear me? Once you found a place in my heart, once life could never keep us apart. We found the ending had been lost from the start. I left the past behind me, but still it was bound to find me. I keep on running again and again. I keep on running again and again. I keep on running again and again. Can you hear me? Thank you. This is my attempt at an Irish ballad.
Yeah, you were kind of Irish and ballady.
We'll let Matt get his guitar.
Thank you.
Just because. If you guys would like to, you got a bar on or something over there that you want to join in, but feel free. That would be cool.
I watched you turn and walk away, though we had so much more to say. I'd always known you'd leave all alone and let me down to face the day without a home. It's been a year or more since then. I know I won't see you again. I've built a life, I'm no one's wife, yet still the pain of losing you cuts like a knife. Fly free, my friend, just time to mend all hearts that are trapped inside your cage until the end. Tomorrow brings another dawn. We never find the time to mourn. Oh, nothing's wrong, the days are long. I know my heart will never form another song. Fly free, my friend, just time to mend all hearts that are trapped inside your cage until the end. You have no hold upon me now. Remember when you told me how to let you go? How could you know? You left a seed whose roots have grown too deep to plow. Fly free, my friend, trust time to mend all hearts that are trapped inside your cage until the end. All hearts that are trapped inside your cage until the end. Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
You wrote that for me to sing. Thank you.
What's that?
You wrote that for me to sing.
I did. I certainly didn't write it for me to sing. All right. We're going to do one more, and then we're going to let other people get up here because there's lots more music tonight. So this is, believe it or not, it's an old Bob Dylan song, which nobody will know. No, I mean that. I'm not kidding. It's called I'll Keep It With Mine. Anybody know that song? Somebody say that? Yes? Whoa, okay. Well, this is our version. Are we ready? We'll begin. research at any cost. But how long can you search for what's not lost?
Everybody will help you. Some people are very kind,
But if I can save you anytime,
come on, give it to me, and I'll keep it with mine.
I can't help it if you might think I'm on. When I say I'm loving you, not for what you are, but for what you're not.
Everybody will help you discover what you set out to find.
But if I can save you anytime,
come on, give it to me, and I'll keep it with mine.
the train leaves at 10:30. But it'll be back tomorrow at the same time again.
The conductor, he is weary. He is still stuck on the line.
But if I can save you anytime,
come on, give it to me, and I'll keep it with mine. Come on, give it to me, and I'll keep it with mine.
thank you very much.
Thanks a bunch, you guys. I want to give another little shout out and a shameless plug to Jeff Kleinberg over at Signorama, who made our banner for us.
Who just happens to be in the audience. There we go. And a shameless plug to Sandy, who made this event possible. She has worked tirelessly to get us, you, everybody together here tonight, and it's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
Thank you,
Big
Sandy.
hand.
And
You're gonna hand it
all
back now?
proceeds are going to Lee and Babs Townsend to help cover their expenses for this brutal health treatment he's been going through and coming out well on the other end, we just heard.
Yeah. So we're going to hand it back to Sam. Thank you.
Okay.
Woo, give it up for the Outlanders! I can't tell if I'm good at hosting music shows. Like, I've never hosted a music show. I always host comedy shows, and that's how I say people's names. I go, give it up for Jack Jingle, whatever their name is. I say their name right. That was a made-up name. You guys probably know that. I just want to let you guys know that, too, that you guys absolutely terrify me. I've done comedy at bars in Portland, where the bartenders had swords strapped to their backs. I wish you guys had swords, and I wish this was a bar in Portland. I might feel better, like I don't want like hecklers, but I might feel better if somebody yells something awful at me. Can somebody please yell something awful at me? Just tell me I suck, please. Wait, was that a get out of here? That was really quiet. You gotta be like tougher though. I could do heckler training. Maybe that's what I'll do the rest of my time. You guys having a good time? Yeah? Holy moly, look at all these drums coming up here. You could all just get one big drum. That would save a lot of space. And sit around in a circle. She's got her drum in a shopping cart. That's smart. That way you don't have to lift it. Yeah, they say I'm sorry. You probably stole that. You probably stole that. No, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. Another thing I do, I go up to Seattle a lot. I do a lot of storytelling. I was gonna try. You guys want to hear a new story that I'm working on right now? This guy just said no. He's like, I really don't want to hear this man talk anymore. I'm so sorry. What about everybody else? That's better. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I like my jokes too. Them bartenders in Portland with the swords like them. Just not anyway. I go to you go to Evergreen. Any Evergreen students? Evergreen alumni? I go to Evergreen now. I'm gonna tell a story about the Evergreen State College. I'm broke. I got 2 kids. I go to Evergreen. I don't have money for the cafeteria, but it's the only place to eat. So I bring my own food and I heat it up, right? I go into the cafeteria this one day, and it's closed. You can still sit down, but I can't get a plastic fork to eat my food with. You know, I always go and I steal a fork, right? There's a bunch of other students in there just kind of hanging out. And you know me, I'm from the streets. You know what I start doing? I kind of start walking around just looking for a fork, right? And people are kind of looking at me. They're like, what's that guy looking for? And I'm just trying to eat my spaghetti. I don't know what they thought I was up to. I'm just walking around. I'm looking for a fork, right? And I find one, right? And I'm like, yes! And I go and I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna wash my fork because I am a cleaner person than people think I am. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom and wash my fork, right? But get this. This girl sees me. This girl sees me and she starts giving me the side eye. How many of you guys know what the side eye is? It's that look right there that guy's giving me right now. It's this one. Yuck. And I start thinking, you know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do to get this girl back? I'm gonna sit down right next to her and I'm gonna eat this spaghetti with my hand. Huh? She doesn't want me to pick up a fork, I'm gonna sit right next to her and I'm gonna eat this spaghetti with my hand. But this is just a fantasy, like I'm not gonna do it, right? Like I had already sitting down and started eating and I forgot to wash the fork. I know. You wanna know something funny? It was my first day at Evergreen and we do like this orientation stuff, but it's meant for like 18-year-olds and they're like, don't do drugs. I'm like, got it. Too late. I'm sober now. You guys missed me by like 6 years. But I was sitting there, you're not gonna believe this, first day of class, there's this girl sitting next to me. She's eating rice out of a measuring cup, just shoveling it into her mouth. I'm like, holy moly. Like, what happened to you? What happened to you? She had grass in her hair? Can you believe that? Eating rice out of a measuring cup with grass? I'm like, did somebody take all your plates and push you down a hill? Like, what happened in your first day at college? I'm really worried about you. I wanted to call her mom or something like that. You know what else I saw? Frisbees are popular out there. They got a lot of evergreen frisbee players. I seen a guy in Red Square with a frisbee, but he couldn't find anybody to throw it to. It was tragic. This was sad, man. This guy had nobody to throw his frisbee to. So he'd go like this, he'd look for somebody. He'd look for somebody, and then he'd turn around and he'd look for somebody. And every time he looked at people, they'd look away, you know, they'd look at their phones and stuff. He keeps turning around. He actually looked at me, right? I'm like, I looked down at my phone real quick. I'm like, I don't want this guy throwing this frisbee to me. You want to hear the saddest thing in the world? You know what he did? He just threw it to nobody. He just threw a frisbee. It just bounced off the ground. And then I realized that's how frisbee golf started. Frisbee golf was started by a sad hippie who had nobody to throw his frisbee to. He's just like, oh, I'm sorry, are you a frisbee golf player? It's disc golf, isn't it? Disc golf. Disc golf. Disc golf. You're right. Frisbees are for eating off of. Disc golfs are for sports. Discs are for sports.
In the mid-70s were surfers on the beach.
It was a mid-70s surfers on the beach, so what you're saying is my theory is incorrect.
But the joke was good.
Oh, thank you! Thank you. That's weird, because you didn't laugh at it. Oh, you were laughing inside. Let them out, man. We're here. We're at Traditions, man. Right? They got quiche and like some other stuff. I'm trying to play to you guys, but I have no idea who you guys are. This is so hard. All right, check this out. Check this out. I gotta show you guys this. This trips me out. I got this fancy phone now. How many of you guys got fancy phones now? My phone has this thing that saves power. It turns, the screen goes black and white, right? I'm in front of a comedy show downtown Olympia, right? I'm wearing a black and white plaid shirt, and I'm looking at my black and white phone and looking at the black ground, and all of a sudden I go, oh, did I just go color? And I freaked out for a minute. I thought I went colorblind for a minute. But then I looked up and I saw this neon sign. I was like, woo. My buddy's like, what happened? I'm like, that doesn't matter. You know what's crazy is this is how smartphones looked in the 50s. They were black and white like this. I got kids. You want to know what the worst thing is in the world? It's having a sick kid, man. You got parents, you guys ever get your kids real sick? I got called up to pick my kid up early from school because he was sick, right? And I'm like, I'm a good dad, right? We're going through the drive-through ATM, right? I'm gonna get some cash and stuff like that, order a pizza or something like that, like stay at home with them. And then I hear him and he starts doing that cough. You guys got kids that are sick, you know that cough I'm talking about? Where it's not like a normal cough, it like builds to a crescendo and then they puke. That's what he was doing. He goes, and I'm like, oh crap. And it was right after Thanksgiving and I had a Tupperware bowl full of stuffing next to me. I ripped open the top, poured the stuffing on the seat, because that's better than getting vomit in my car, right? I'm a thinker. That's what everybody says. Everybody says I'm a thinker. They're not here right now, but I'll give you their number. They call me a thinker. And I went like that, boom, right in the back of my 99 Kia Spectra. I put it right under his mouth. He threw up. All of it went into the bowl. I did it. I caught all the vomit. I caught all the vomit in the bowl. And then when I pulled my hand back, I spilled it in his lap. This is a true story. I spilled all this vomit. He goes, Daddy, why'd you do that? And I go, it wasn't on purpose. You know what's weird? If you were a caveman, everything would be a sign. You know what I mean? Stick with me, right? Say you're thinking a thought, and you're like, I wonder if that's true, and a bird flies by, and you're like, oh, it is true, a bird flew by. Everything's a sign. That's kind of wild, huh? I know people like that in Olympia. You know who I'm talking about? When everything's a sign? It's like, oh, are you one of those people? You know what I'm talking about. I think it's true. I just want to say, you know what I don't like? I don't like mountains. You know, I know that's controversial. Do you got any big nature fans here? You guys like nature? I know you like nature. Nature fans? You know what happened? Oh, I thought that was for me. Big nature fan. No, I love nature. Well, I should say I love nature. You guys ever watch that thing on the Discovery Channel with, what's his name, that British Walter Cronkite guy? What's his name? Attenborough, yeah. Lots of people call him Attenborough, and some people like me call him British Walter Cronkite. You know what they had on there? They had this thing, and it was a penguin. It was a cute little penguin, and it was hopping, ding, 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 along the rocks. You know why it was hopping? Because there was a crab chasing it. Isn't that crazy? Crabs are like crazy water spiders, and it's like chasing this penguin. Penguin's like, oh, crab. It's all right, the penguin got away. It didn't get away. I feel really bad. Oh my God. The penguin did get away. The penguin got away. Isn't that a good story? And the crab didn't eat the penguin. It didn't eat the penguin. And I do love nature. I changed my mind because tonight, the penguin gets away. Yeah, I like that. But anyway, back to mountains. Mountains are just ground that's showing off, right? And volcanoes are just mountains with anger problems. And when you think about it, all lava is just hot rocks. Am I right? He's like, you're sort of right. This lady over here was like, all right, I heard that. You're so tired of me. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not a big, you guys aren't big comedy fans. I'm not. Actually, I like drums all right. I like drums all right. I like drums. I like drums. I like all this stuff. I'm from Olympia. I love everything. Are you guys ready to get this thing kicked off? You guys don't even need this microphone, do you? No. Okay, cool. I will get it out of the way. I'm going to say your guys' credits. Okay, up next. Oh, by the way, one more thing. If you guys have any donations to benefit Lee, talk to that woman over there. Raise your hand. Hey. And also, any complaints about any of my jokes, please send them to her. This actually went way better than I thought it would. I thought that was pretty funny. What do you think, guys? God dang, that was hard. You guys made me work for it, especially you, man. This is like one of the toughest crowds I've ever been in front of, and that is the toughest guy in the crowd. How many men have you killed? Are you a hitman? 4 kills. He probably has killed somebody. Jesus, I don't know. Okay. Up next. We have OLIRAD. Now, OLIRAD stands for Olympia Rhythm and Dancing. We are a 12-minute drum and dance group celebrating world rhythms and the sounds of nature through diverse percussion songs. They perform at Procession of the Species along with various festivals, and their mission statement is to bring world rhythms and dance to the hearts of our community. Give it up right now for OLIRAD!
recovery of Lee Townsend and bring the community together to celebrate some world rhythms with us, and we would love for you to dance. So as we get going, if you want to just like move the chairs around and kind of get up and dance with us. We have Julie from our dance group here. Dance with our rhythm. So here we go with the African song. It's from the west coast of Africa, called Cuckoo, and it's a celebratory song that they traditionally play in their cultures for weddings or get-togethers in the community, big parties like this one. So here we go with Cuckoo. other mixtures of sounds like tambourine. Typically we have zills, different doumbeks, a variety of doumbeks. And the center of the drum is the doom sound, the bass, and the edge is the beck. And we're going to play some rhythms with the doumbek, tambourine, and a variety of instruments. Here we go with Baladi. we'll bring up a very important instrument. David, could you get the hum? This is, I think, our favorite instrument. It's got a beautiful, peaceful, healing tone. It's called a hung, spelled H-A-N-G. It's actually a steel drum instrument made in Switzerland, of all places. And it has two sides, like a UFO. And you can play different notes. It's in a pentatonic scale. Let me play a few notes for you. Low note in the middle, and there's a hole underneath. It sounds like a clay pot or udu type drum. And these are great for playing in a communal setting. 3 players can gather around it or more. David and I are going to play together tonight in a song called Jammin' Druids with the rest of the band. Listen for sounds of nature. We've got thunder and rain and different sounds from nature. So I'd like you guys to try to figure out, if you can figure out where the thunder and rain and other sounds are coming from, what instruments. Half the fun of this is just showing off the different instruments, so we really enjoy it. So this is dedicated to Lee Townsend, and our former Planet Percussion leader. A lot of us used to be in Planet Percussion, Jay Cecilia, who had health problems of his own, and we're really thinking of him. So here we go with Jammin' Druids. another song with the hung. And we're going to the area of Southeast Asia, specifically Vietnam, and celebrate the culture there. And it's in an area called Halong Bay, a World Heritage Site, which we've named the song after. And we get to explore different sounds, like Scott, come on up with Vietnamese woodblock instruments. Tones there. The hung can actually produce a lot of Asian sounding tones as well, and then we'll bring in a variety of woodblock instruments from Southeast Asia. So this one's again another meditative one that we really like to play together, and here we go with Halong Bay.
up for Oli Rad. That was awesome. Holy moly. I'll admit it, I was on the fence about drums before you guys played, but you sold me. I'm a drum fan. You guys turned me. I actually have a bit of writing over here that Sandra wanted me to read. Could you grab that right there for me, Sandra, please? How you guys doing? You guys have a good night? Did we raise a bunch of money for Lee? Yeah, that's what I taught, man. You guys look like you got some money. Yeah. I grew up in Spanaway. We ain't got no money. You ever been to Spanaway? It's beautiful this time of year. Leaves are changing. Okay, then I'm gonna read this. All right, so Lee and Bab Townsend are the owners of Community Value Magazine and have been strong supporters of the business community for many years. During the recession, Lee and Babs helped many small business people keep their businesses and homes through their generosity in Community Values Magazine. Earlier this year, Lee was diagnosed with basiloid squamous cell carcinoma, head and neck cancer. Because Lee and Babs put everything into their business, there was no money for expensive co-pays to help with the cost of the life-saving treatments. That's why we are here, to share with them the love that they have given to our community for so long. Here's to you, Lee and Babe. And like I said, I want to thank all you guys for coming out. I'm gonna go. I'm a bouncer. Believe it or not, I'm a professional comedian. I get paid sometimes, but I'm also still a bouncer. And if you want me to do some bouncing for you, if you just want to pick somebody randomly, I'll throw them out. Tell me who you want. We'll flip a coin. I'm really good at it. You know what you do when you want to get somebody out of a bar? You just pick them up in the air as high as you can. You don't even have to hit them or nothing. You just pick them up really high up in the sky, and they get weirded out because people aren't birds. That's why people are scared of flying. It's because we're not supposed to do it. We're not supposed to do it. Hey, I am going to get out of here. You guys are incredible. Any last minute donations, anything you guys have, please give it to Sandra. And I want to thank Sandra for this wonderful opportunity. I said that weird. I want to thank Tim and Silas for coming out for their first ever performance. I want to thank the Outlanders, wherever they are. I don't know why I guess there's one of them. I missed the other one. And well, Oli Rad, let's thank Oli Rad for coming out. Anyway, hey, you guys are incredible. Thank you so much. Stick around, have fun until they kick you out and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and I want to thank Traditions Cafe for putting this on. Actually, you know what I thought? Most of all, though, I want to thank you guys. All right. I lost my father when I was 12 years old to mesothelioma, and you know, I don't think anybody should, you know. You guys know how it is, man. We all know somebody. We've all lost somebody. And I personally do not know Lee, but I do kind of know what you guys are going through right now. And I hope to God that he gets better, and I'm going to pray for him, and my thoughts go out to you guys. And this is an amazing thing, and you guys did an amazing thing tonight. And thank you for letting me be part of it. So you guys have a good night, all right? Thank you very much.